This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP network.
This is episode 613 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast for May 28th, 2024. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. Happy birthday, Islands of Adventure. We are here to discuss the anniversary in the way I like to, is by putting my co-hosts under the hammer. And
Under the hammer?
Under the cosh, whatever you want it to be.
Gosh,
Yeah.
getting better.
But anyway, those are Tracy.
Hello, everyone.
And Michelle.
Hi.
And because it's a weekend and a Memorial Day weekend, Chris is probably getting drunk somewhere, so he's not here.
I bet he's not.
I bet he is.
He's not getting as drunk as he used to now that his wife is pregnant.
I don't think that's going to stop him, to
I
be fair.
don't know.
Anyway, let's get to it. So we've got some Producers Club birthdays that we want to get out of the way first, because this is a birthday show, very much. So, of course, Tracy, PC birthdays.
Yes, well, we should start off there with happy 25th birthday to Island of Adventure.
Crazy, isn't it?
Mental.
Crazy.
Okay. Right, we are going to kick off. We only have one May birthday. That is the 29th, and that is the inimitable Jack Teal's birthday. Happy birthday, Jack!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Jack.
And then into June, the first birthday we have on the first is the one and only Jeff Wright's birthday. Happy birthday, Jeff!
Feliz cumpleaños, buddy.
Happy birthday.
You know Chris would do it for Jeff.
Oh, I know. And then we have birthday twins on the 2nd, and we're going to start off with the gorgeous Christina Frundell's birthday. Happy birthday, Christina!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. It's all of our friends' birthday this
I know.
month.
Yeah.
Wow.
And also on June the 2nd is the amazing Timothy Sirachi's birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
And then the 4th, and it's a fantastic Andrew White's birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
And last but by no means least, on June the 6th, it's a marvellous Lee Stone's birthday. Happy birthday, Lee!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Lots of happy birthdays and lots of cake to you all.
Okay, let's get to the real birthday boy.
Aha.
It is
Oh, girl. Thank you.
25
Don't
years
assume it's gender.
today.
Uh-huh.
The day this episode comes out
Uh-huh.
was very fortuitous because I don't think that's ever happened before.
No, that's crazy.
Very cool.
So I thought we want to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Islands of Adventure. So let's do it with a quiz.
Woo!
And Chris was supposed to be here, but he isn't. I don't really want it just to be Tracy against Michelle.
So, that means then that I can't come last. Because by default, Chris is now last.
Well, we have a very special guest.
Ah.
Oh.
Let me add them in.
What?
Hello!
Maddie. Hey.
Welcome, Maddie. It's been a long time since we've had you on here, actually, I do believe.
It's been forever.
It's been a while.
I think the last thing I did was the segments for the escape rooms.
Oh, yeah. Okay, right. So, as I have explained to these two, Maddie, you already know because we've talked about it off air. I am doing an Islands of Adventure anniversary quiz. So, I have broken each area down into 3 or 4 questions. Some have more than one answer. Some only have one answer. You will get 30 seconds for the ones that only have one answer. You will get 60 seconds for the ones that have multiple answers. I will take, Michelle, this is going to blow your mind, I will take somewhere near the correct answer.
Okay.
Right?
That is pretty amazing.
I'm not going to be as anal as I normally am.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
Because it's a bit of fun and we're celebrating Islands of Adventure's birthday, so I'm not going to be a stickler.
Okay, thank you.
Now, once we get through every section, I feel like we should have a few minutes just to discuss each area of the park, our likes, dislikes and things, because otherwise it's just a quiz and it's kind of boring.
All right.
So, I have the questions ready. Let me know when you are all ready. So, we will begin with Port of Entry. Let's just get it out there first before we start. Islands of Adventure opened 25 years ago today. It was May 28th, 1999. I know your answer, but I'll ask you anyway. When did we first visit?
September 2004.
Michelle, when did you first visit Islands of Adventure?
Oh, man. I don't know the exact year, but I was probably around 22-ish. So 20 years ago.
Okay.
So around 2000-ish, probably.
Maddie, the young pup of the group.
Oh my gosh. I would say I was probably in 3rd or 4th grade. So that would be early 2000s.
Okay, so about the same for all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would have loved to have been there at the opening. It would, or like close to opening, it would have been amazing, but we weren't. So there we go. Right. So moving into port of entry, which is the first land. The first question is: the iconic lighthouse at the entrance to Islands of Adventure is based on which real landmark?
You said this was going to be an easy quiz.
It is. How much information do you want?
Whatever you want. Michelle, you should pay attention on the show and you would know the answer because we've mentioned it multiple times. And there we go. Michelle hasn't even got an answer in. Right. We will come to the answers at the end of each segment. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Question number 2. The opening of Islands of Adventure saw an attraction as part of Port of Entry and Another Land, but sadly is no longer with us. It transported guests from the front of the park to the back. Can you name this attraction and which land it went to? You can have 60 seconds for this one.
I don't know the name of the ride.
Oh, my.
Clueless. Wait.
Oh my God.
Lee, your idea of easy and my idea of easy are very different.
I can't think of the name of the land at the moment.
I just guessed. All of it, to be honest. I know it, but...
If Tracy doesn't know this stuff, she's in trouble because she's the port of entry guru.
Yeah.
I take no notes of anything, including myself, though.
Okay, interesting answers there. Moving on to question 3. Halloween Horror Nights has been held at Islands of Adventure 3 times
Brilliant.
in the history of the park, exclusively in 2003 and 2005, and jointly with Universal Studios Florida in 2004. But can you tell me the subtitles for the exclusively held Islands of Adventure events?
That's very simple.
What?
Michelle!
The subtitle? I don't even know the subtitle of the current attractions at the parks.
I think Maddie's about to show Michelle her right now.
This timer is a bop.
I know, it's kind of bad for my lack of Adderall at the moment, to be honest. I'm just bouncing my head instead of thinking.
It's a bit much in my ear if you could turn it down a little. Because it sounds like people eating and it's really giving me the ick.
That's all I got.
You've got another 13 seconds yet, so I'm just going to let it play out. For everyone playing along at home, they might need that little extra time.
It sounds like old Test Track.
There we go. Okay, right. So the first question, the iconic lighthouse at the entrance of Islands of Adventure is based on which real landmark? The answer was the Lighthouse of Alexandria, or the Pharaohs of Alexandria. Tracy got it right. Sorry, Maddie, the Washington Monument is not the answer.
Never even heard of that, sorry.
What?
Was not. Well, I apparently don't listen to you guys.
The attraction that transported guests from the front of the park to the back that is no longer with us at Islands of Adventure was Island Skipper Tours, and it went to Jurassic Park. Tracy, 2 points for you. Michelle, 2 points for you. No, 1 point for you. I'm not giving you a boat ride. And Maddie, yeah, no. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, kind of, but not really. The subtitles for the exclusively held Halloween Horror Nights events at Islands of Adventure were Islands of Fear, which Michelle and Maddie both got. Mm-hmm. I think that was 2003. And then the 2005 event was Tales of Terror.
I knew it was something terror.
But my answer was also correct. You asked, can you tell me? And I said, no.
It doesn't work like that. So Tracy, you got 3.
At least you're being honest.
Yeah.
Michelle, you got 2. And Maddie, you got 1. So, port of entry, everyone.
Uh-huh.
our thoughts.
You all know my thoughts on port of entry?
Why not tell them rather than just go back to previous episodes?
Oh, well, I'm trying to drum up business here, but there you go. For me, I class it as a land. It's my favourite, it's probably my favourite area. I like to loiter and just take in the sights and the gags, and people watch, well, usually just people watch them walking through, not taking any notice, and want to go and get hold of them, point things out. But I think it's great because you walk straight into kinetic energy that just buoys you up. And it's so colourful and bright. And yeah, I just love it.
I love it too. I can hear the music right now in my head entering into the park. And it just gets me excited for the day. I love the little bridge where it says, adventure begins. And then on the other side, I don't know if that's probably not the exact words, and then when it's decorated all for Christmas, it's so beautiful too. And there's that Christmas store that's always there, even year round, that I absolutely love. I love when they have the characters out there. It really brings the area to life. Yes. And it lets you know what the stories are, and it's not just an entryway anymore. It's very cool. And then of course there's there's so many photo ops in that area with all the little things that kids always sit on. So I feel like our families grow up in that area with the photo opportunities that are there. It's I don't know, it's just a very cool nostalgic place for me, and I really hope they never change it.
Yeah, I agree. To all of those sentiments, exactly the same. Yeah. It was something that I definitely remember when I was a lot younger and going through that land. It was, I personally think it's one of the best entryway lands to any theme park I've personally been to.
Agreed.
Agree.
I think second would be Animal Kingdom, when you make that turn and you see the tree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it gives that kind of vibe where you step in past the tickets and you are in a completely different world.
Yeah.
And not many other theme parks kind of do that right when you step into the park.
Yeah.
And even in the ticket area, I mean, it's dressed to look specific to that land. You are already in the park even before you go through the ticket booth.
Yeah.
True.
But yeah, I love it. I wish that they did more of the characters walking around. It's definitely slowed down a lot within the past year or two, which is interesting because we brought them back from COVID and then took them away again. But I wish they did more of people up in the windows, very similar to how they do on the New York street in Hollywood, Universal Studios Hollywood. It would really, really bring it to life a lot more than it already is.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. I'd like them to. There's a whole story behind Port of Entry that isn't really out there. I'd love Universal just to put that story out there. We've touched on brief bits of it in the years doing this. If you go back to episode 288, we talked to Adrian Gorton, who was the art director for Port of Entry. And so you talk about the ticket booths at the front, the sort of coverings over the top of it are the sails off the ships that they use to build that, as little things like that the average person doesn't know, and Universal don't really put that out, and I'd love them to do it more.
I'd love to see more citizens out there.
That's what Maddie said.
But especially the piano teacher.
Yeah,
you could have somebody playing piano and giving mini lessons to people in there, and the dance teacher. You could have again it's the audience participation. If they had more of these characters, would just be the opportunities are just endless, really.
Absolutely.
Right.
And I'm going to plug another episode as well. Go back. 28 is my favourite episode of this podcast ever, where we talked to Bill Kidd, the guy who did a lot of the music for Port of Entry. Well, I think he did most of the music for Port of Entry and a lot of the music around the parks. And it's... yeah.
That was a good episode. I remember that one.
I was like, yeah, amazing.
It doesn't seem that long ago.
It was a long time ago.
They should do a series of episodes on their Discover Universal podcast where it's actors playing the citizens. It's the citizens telling stories or talking to one another. I think that would be cool.
There's so many opportunities for them to do better stuff with the podcast than they have been, and they just haven't taken it at all. Is what I will say. If I had access to the things that they had access to do, mind blown.
Well,
oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Hire us. Hire us.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
The next land we will hit I guess I'm going counterclockwise at this point. I don't know why.
Okay.
I just liked it that way. It's Zeus Landing. So, question number 1. The High in the Sky Zeus Trolley Train Ride was not an opening day attraction. It actually opened in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
But can you tell me what it was originally going to be called?
Do you know, I knew you were going to ask this question.
What?
Michelle, do you not pay attention at all?
Well, how come you calling me out? I don't think anybody knows it right now.
I'm writing it out.
You just said, I knew you were going to ask me that.
I didn't say I didn't know it, though.
Do like that, Maddie, to be fair.
It may not be right, actually, but...
I do like that a lot, actually.
It's something like that.
Question number 2 for Zeus Landing. You can find 2 characters facing off inside this land, which are not only famous Zeus characters, but they also mark the point where construction on Islands of Adventure began. Can you name this set piece?
And if autocorrect doesn't get me.
I can't get it. What's that first one?
You can't retroactively answer the questions, you know. And I'm not going that far.
I don't know.
Wow. You don't have to be a smarty pants, by the way, Mrs.
Yes, I do.
And the final question for this. Can you name the 2 signature drinks that can be found in Zeus Landing that lend their name to the establishment where they can be purchased? If Michelle says, oh, I don't know, I'm going to be very angry.
I'll be firing.
I mean, I know this, but I can't think of it right now.
Are you kidding me?
Damn, I really should have taken my medicine.
We've been up for a long time.
Not as long as I
Damn
have,
it.
to be
I
fair,
could
at
not
this
think
point.
of the name of it.
I could tell you this
Oh.
in my sleep. I'm offended. Watch me get it wrong. That'd be funny.
Is that all you're asking for right there, Lee?
Yeah.
Okay.
So moving back through, there's only 3 questions on that one. Nice and easy. The High in the Sky Zeus Trolley Train Ride was originally called Sylvester McMonkey McBean's Very Unusual Driving Machines.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god.
So close.
I will give Tracy a point. She put Sylvester Monkey McBean's Amazing Flying Machines. The Zeus train, yeah, close, but I'm not giving you that. Maddie's on the other hand. The Dr. Zeus Choo Choo train, I would have loved that. I would have loved that. That would have been the best ever. The 2 characters, the set piece for that marked the point of beginning construction of Islands of Adventure was, of course, the Zax bypass.
Yes!
Damn.
Tracy put the north-going Zax and the south-going Zax of the Zax bypass, of course. You don't get extra points, though. And the 2 drinks that can be found that lend their name to the store where they can be purchased are moose juice and goose juice. That's not an easy
for
one
you
to say. It isn't really at all. So Tracy, you get 4 points. Michelle, you get 2 points. And Maddie, you can have 3 points. Maddie, Zeus Landing.
I love it. It's adorable. It needs a new coat of paint.
Every week. They do it every year, though, don't they?
But
It just fades so quickly.
I know. I do love it, though. It's one that I've loved ever since I was a kid. Whenever we did like our school field trips to Universal, all through like middle school, high school, we would always eat in the Circus McGurkus, even though it used to be rough. But to us, it was delicious. We were middle schoolers.
Yeah.
We didn't care. But yeah, I love it. I love it. It's the best.
Yeah, I love it too. It's another one of those areas it's just fun. You know, it's always somewhere you can go to grab a quick ride on something that doesn't have a terribly long wait, usually.
Yeah.
I agree. It does need a fresh coat of paint in a lot of areas. And the little zoo play area, a lot of like the things in there don't function correctly. So I think that it needs a little bit of TLC in spots. But like conceptually, it's one of the cutest kids areas, I think, in all of Universal. I love it so much, and I really look forward to hitting up that area of the park every time I go.
It's not my thing.
Whatever.
Everybody knows how much I love Zeus Landing. What's not to like? Cute little rides, great colours, some okay food.
Well, we haven't been to Circus McGurkus since they've redone it.
No,
to be
we
fair,
haven't.
and it does look awesome.
But what I like is there's also little pockets of quiet areas to go and sit.
Yeah.
or you can go and overlook the lagoon with your lunch or snacks from Snookers and Snookers. Has the best bathroom on property. It has been immortalised in ink on my arm. Not an actual toilet. I was going to say that'd be weird, but then again, it's me. Yeah, the sign. The Q is for Quadricide. It's the best sign ever.
It's weird, isn't it? But it's cool.
It's just a brilliant area, and I like looking out for little things from the stories that are not commonly known.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's one of those lands that I think when Universal got it as an IP for Islands of Adventure, I actually think the Zeus characters are bigger now than they probably were when Islands of Adventure opened. You know, with the constant Grinch movies that they keep pumping out, and then like a lot. I mean, some of them have been terrible. We haven't seen the Lorax yet, but the Cat in the Hat and stuff. There's stuff been in the last 10 years that have kept it more relevant now than it probably was at the time, and it is a fantastic land. And let's be honest, I'm surprised Michelle didn't mention it, or Tracy. During Christmas, it's even better.
Oh God, yes, my favorite.
It really is the best area in probably any theme park for the holidays.
Yes, yeah. I can second that. Yep.
It's amazing. But yes, unfortunately, 100%. Because it's as bright and colourful as it is in the Florida sunshine, it does need touching up regularly.
Yeah. Sadly, that is true.
Okay. True. Moving on to a land that's not really a land anymore, and that is the Lost Continent. Get ready, people. The first question. This land is a shadow of its former self, and the last attraction to close was Poseidon's Fury. But can you name the expedition team searching the lost temple of Poseidon? Well done.
Yes.
You're assuming I'm talking about you, Maddie.
Oh, are you not?
Yes, I was.
Oh, okay. I bought a patch from someone at Comic-Con 2 years ago. That's on one of my denim jackets. I love it.
Well, we were watching a Tim Tracker vlog prior to this, and there's actually a thing in the window at the current tribute store about it, and I was like, no, don't look, don't look.
Lee did not give it away with his, I mean, I probably got it wrong, with his over-the-top reaction either.
You've got a benefit of the doubt. You weren't on our Poseidon's episode last year because you were in Korea, so... the 8th Voyage of Sinbad performed its last shows on September 15th, 2018, but can you give me the names of the evil villain and the princess in that show?
Oh my God.
Dang it.
I can't remember what the evil villain looked like.
I have to laugh. The amount of answers I've got to these questions of no or nope is hilarious.
That's just about all of my answers.
I
never saw it. At least if I did, I don't remember it.
You never saw
it?
What?
Mm-mm.
Did you not check credentials before you hired this woman?
I wish I had.
Oh my gosh, I can't even...
Yeah, Maddie knows it's in the deep recesses of her brain. She just can't drag it to the front.
Yeah.
I've guessed.
Your time is up. Okay. Your last question for the Lost Continent. Once Hogsmeade took over Merlinwood, it left the Lost Continent in two distinct areas. The Lost City area, which included Poseidon's Fury and Mythos, and the area that included the Sinbad Theatre, the Mystic Fountain, and a few other bits. Can you name this area of the Lost Continent? And as a hint, one of the tracks on the soundtrack is called this.
Huh?
What?
So we've got postcode wars going on here.
I feel like I'm on Jeopardy right now. Like...
Then you need to
We're
answer
literally every clue.
Question.
I'm like, nope, can't answer that one either.
Wow. I didn't think these were that difficult.
Uh-huh.
And Kelly did them. She did all right.
Oh, that explains it.
I was going to say something horrible there, but I won't. Sorry, Kelly. I love you. So, the expedition team searching the Temple of Poseidon was the Global Discovery Group.
Woot.
Madison. The evil villain and the princess in the Sinbad show were Miseria and Amora.
I was
No,
close.
So close. I was very close.
I mean, you kind of were Alora, but I don't know. Who is that? I know that name.
I know.
Oh, it's from Willow.
Oh, there
is
you
it?
go then.
Alora Dannon.
Yes.
And so the two areas of the Lost Continent, the Lost City being one of them, which includes Poseidon's Fury and Mythos, and the other one that included the Sinbad Theatre and the Mystic Fountain is Sinbad's Bazaar. Bazaar, not Bizarre.
What?
Bazaar.
Yeah, no.
Dang it.
Right, so Tracy didn't get any. Lazy Town. Michelle didn't get one. And
Nope.
Maddie got one.
Good job, Maddie.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about Lost Continent as a whole at this point. Like,
It's not a hole. It was all
in
right.
its history, not just as it is now, because as it is now, it's just a walkthrough if you go into Mythos or just to get from Hogsmeade to Zeus Landing.
It's a place to
As
paddle
As
when it
it
rains.
is now is just All Hallows Eve boutique.
Yes,
Heck yeah.
it's true. And Mythos.
And a floodplain.
Yeah.
That's really the only reason for me to ever stop in that area is to go into that store.
But also, those Euros are really good at that quick service walk-up
Desperate
window.
to go
That's
there.
true.
Yeah. I really want to.
Yum.
That's Doxa Grew's, isn't it? We've never been. Fire Eater's Grill's supposed to be really good as well. We've
Where's
never been
Giant?
there either.
Mm-hmm.
Mythos.
They have
No,
like
I've eaten-
zinger chicken tenders.
Yes.
What's the ones at the same side as Mythos going further in?
I've no idea.
It's Fire Eater's Grill. I've eaten there.
Okay.
The food is
Ah.
good though, in that area.
Yeah.
Shockingly,
It has to
yeah.
be. Yeah, it has to be because there's no other reason. I wish I remembered visiting Merlin Wood because I don't at this point.
I vaguely do. I remember meeting Merlin,
I don't either.
It was so good.
and I remember the Enchanted Oak.
That's about all I remember.
And the beautiful entrance to Dueling Dragons.
Yes. I mean, that, yeah.
Yeah.
With the giant medallion on the floor that you stood on to get the perfect shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a strange... It's difficult to talk about it when it was at its peak because it hasn't been for a long time.
It's a shame. It really is.
It is, isn't it? Because it's just nothing now. Like, you
'Cause it
don't
was
stop
lovely.
there at all. It's still a cool area. The music's awesome. And it still has a vibe, especially, like, once the sun goes down. It's so cool in there.
Yeah,
But,
when you can actually see the little coloured lights
yeah,
that are strung up.
but it's just... It's like port of entry. There's nothing else to do in there. You're just walking through to go to the park.
I don't know. I could waste some time in there because there's still things to look at. You know, little signs, and people never go around corners and look down alleyways, and they should. I mean,
That's true.
don't do that in your hometown. You might get some nasty surprises, but
But
yeah,
the theme parks, yes, as long as it doesn't say team members only.
exactly.
Then go for it.
I miss the Sinbad show. I loved the Sinbad show when I was a kid.
I bet. It was cool.
It was so good. Any stunt show is just automatically a good time.
Agreed.
Like,
Yeah.
it keeps your attention. They're absolutely incredible. The people who do the stunt shows are some of the most talented people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And this one, yeah, it was, it's a story that like I'm sure younger generations don't know, even though there is a DreamWorks movie about it, but whatever. But the show was great. The costumes were funky. It was very funny. It was I think it was a perfect theme park show.
Yeah.
Miss
Mhm.
it every day.
Honestly, I don't believe I ever saw it. If I did, I have no recollection of
Wow.
it. But going back there through that area to be in the extended queue for Hagrid several times and seeing like that set is still very much there.
Oh yeah.
It looked like it would have been amazing.
Yes.
And it seems like for the amount of time that I've been going there and that area has been used for absolutely nothing, it
Mhm.
seems like such a waste. So there are two areas, we'll talk about one later, but there's two huge amphitheaters
Yes.
there in islands that have not been used in over a decade.
Yeah.
When during COVID, when I still worked for Universal, the Sinbad Theater was used as like one of the relaxation
Yes.
stations, and I picked up like an overtime shift where I just stood at the entrance of the relaxation station and like gave people the rules and then wiped down their seats when they left. But I just got to hang out in that theater
Awesome.
for a 12-hour shift, and
Wow.
it was the best. It was so fun
Cool.
because it's all still there.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it's just sitting, hanging
weird,
out.
isn't it? It's weird that it is all still sat there untouched exactly as it was.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I think that they could do every other seating, but turn one lot into like a raised bench. Have some, just even if it's just music, people play music or whatever, as a place for people to go and take food and sit. So they've got like a bench in front of them and a little bit of entertainment and cool down in the shade. But
Well, they used to have lockers in there for the Hagrid's extended queue as well.
Did they? I did not know that.
Yeah, they put lockers in the back where like the sound booth used to be.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's very weird.
Odd.
Well, I'm excited to see what this becomes because it's pretty obvious that they've got plans for it.
yes.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
They have to.
They don't have to.
It's going to be weird when Epic opens because they've been really sort of spending money on islands and studios, getting it up to the best it can look. And then people who are never visited Universal before that are going to come and go to Epic Universe are going to walk into Islands of Adventure, walk through Lost Continent and go, what the hell's this then?
Exactly.
It's weird. Like, as someone who's never been, you're like, we walked through this area, there was nothing there. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Hagrid's, we will move on to the next area, and that is, of course, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Hogsmeade. Hogsmeade was, of course, not an opening day land, but opened in 2010 to massive crowds and has been busy ever since. But can you name the area of the park that Hogsmeade replaced?
No. My mind's gone
still
blank.
don't
I think this cable's knackered.
I need to start the timer again then because I didn't hear any of that.
Any of what?
If the time's being good, I haven't heard it, so it doesn't count.
I hear it.
Shh.
Sorry.
Try to get more time.
We've literally just mentioned it about 3 times.
What a good word knackered is.
It just doesn't sound as good when we say it, though, Maddie.
I know. We suck.
Okay. This area contains 3 rides, one of which was a re-theme of an original attraction and one that replaced an opening day attraction. But can you name the original ride that is now Hippogriff themed and the 2 names for the attraction that Hagrid's replaced?
2 names. Did you say?
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 answers to this?
The original ride that is now Hippogriff themed and the 2 names for the attraction that Hagrid's replaced.
Oh my god, autocorrect is on one today.
I'll take auto-corrected answers, it's fine.
You wouldn't even understand that.
Maddie?
Oh. Typing is so hard.
Michelle, have you misconstrued the question?
I don't know, maybe.
You've got 15 seconds if you want to change it.
I don't know. I don't know.
What, the most recent one? All right.
Mine's out of order, but
That's fine.
okay.
I think Michelle needs to take her Adderall desperately.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
The final question for Hogsmeade. The 3 broomsticks inside Hogsmeade takes up the same space as the eatery that was in Merlinwood, but can you name its predecessor?
Let's see if
Maddie's
anybody was listening to me earlier
Maddie
then.
was already typing it out before I finished.
Yeah, I was. This is my favorite section of the park, and it has been my entire life. So I got this. Also, the faster I put down my answer, the faster I get to eat my mac and cheese.
Fair enough. Apparently Michelle doesn't even know her name at this point. Right. The answers to the questions. The area that Hogsmeade replaced of the Lost Continent was, of course, Merlinwood, because we've talked about it already. The 2 names for the the name of the original ride that is now Hippogriff themed was, of course, the Flying Unicorn. And the 2 names for the attraction that Hagrid's replaced was Dueling Dragons and Dragon Challenge.
Yes.
And the 3 broomsticks replaced the Enchanted Oak Tavern. So Michelle got 1, 2. Tracy got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Maddie, what did you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hogsmeade, everyone.
Oh,
It's amazing.
Yay, Harry Potter.
Hogsmeade. Yes, Hogsmeade is everything I want it to be. Honestly, like the Hogwarts Express train station there is super cool. The conductor being there is awesome. The stores that are there are so incredibly cool. The area at night is so magical and beautiful. Of course, the castle, you just can't beat it. It's great. And then the addition of Hagrid's was perfect. Like, I love that ride so very much.
I just wish it wasn't so busy.
Yeah, I even love Flight of the Hippogriff. Like, it's fun too. So, and Forbidden Journey. I mean, all of it. It's all amazing. Other than the crowds, it's all amazing.
Which is funny. Even J.K. Rowling being a bleep hasn't stopped that land being as busy as it is.
No.
No.
It is just like stepping onto the set or into the pages of the book.
Yes.
And the job they did with that is just out of this world.
Like, Hogsmeade is my favourite of the two lands, quite honestly.
Oh, yeah, the two, yeah. It's everything I wanted. You know, and who doesn't like a snowman right in the middle of summer?
I mean, as Michelle said there, at night it's awesome. I mean, we've been in that land when there's been nobody else in there. So to hear all the sounds coming from the windows and stuff, when you can't hear that stuff during the day.
But you can, when it's dark, you can also see what's in the windows because you've got no reflections. And it's so much
cool.
better.
It really is. It's like that's when themed lands really went into that upper echelon. And we've got Galaxy's Edge and Pandora and Diagon Alley and everything that's coming to Epic Universe. Without Hogsmeade, you don't get any of that.
There's it's little things as well, like in the Three Broomsticks, if you look up and around and you see shadows up on, like, from balconies of the upper floors and stuff like that, and you can hear like goblins and
Dobby
and it's just
a shame it smells of fish all the time, because it really does. It stinks.
So does the other side too. The other side really stinks like fish.
That's the unwashed mass.
No, that's not. That's the guests. We shouldn't say that.
That's what I've just said.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's the unwashed masses.
Oh, gross.
Maddie,
Hi.
you haven't had a chance to speak yet, because considering it's your favourite area in the park.
No, Merlinwood. Merlinwood and the
Merlinwood.
Lost Continent are my favorite section of the park.
Interesting.
Which is why I know so much about them. Hogsmeade is really cool, though. And I like that they learned from our Hogsmeade when they brought it over to Hollywood to make it wider. That was kind of like a shock when I went over to Hollywood for the first time once it was like opened up. Their thoroughfares are huge. Because they were like, oh, we definitely know the mistake that we made in a very popular area over in Orlando. So when it moves to Hollywood, we're gonna expand it just a little bit. Everything's still the same. It's all in the same spot. It's just wider. There's more room for people to walk through, which is really nice.
I don't think they had a lot of choice in Orlando, did they? Because she was cracking the whip a bit more than she was when the one in Hollywood opened.
Yeah, but no, it's fantastic. I love it. Butterbeer is delicious. It's my favorite thing to get at Islands. I'm a regular girly.
Ugh.
Wow.
It's horrible.
She said
horrible.
Oh, okay.
Each to their own. That's why there's 3 different types.
Lindsay agrees, though. Lindsay likes the frozen one.
Good.
But it takes so much longer to drink the frozen one. I think that the regular has more flavor. Like you can taste more of the butterscotch.
It does, which is why it's like too sweet for me.
They've watered it down since what it used to be. To be fair.
Really? I might need to try it again then.
We've had a lot of discussion between people and friends and stuff. We know that it's been watered down. It's nowhere near as strong and sweet as it used to be.
Same. That butterbeer ice cream though, also pretty good.
Tracy's going to lament now that pumpkin juice in bottles isn't available
It's okay.
anymore.
I have a replacement. Wizard's Brew.
Oh yeah, a beer over pumpkin juice.
I mean, if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. You know.
Yeah.
What a sacrifice!
Yeah.
Terrible. I'll suck it up. You know.
It's a bit more frowned upon to have a beer at 10 o'clock in the morning as opposed to a pumpkin juice, though.
If people could sit in an airport at 6 o'clock in the morning drinking beers.
Well, apparently you just got the Maddie seal of approval, so it's fine. Yeah, just go for it.
You're on vacation. It's fine.
Honestly, I'm too old to even care anymore. Let people judge. I'm not bothered. I'm the one drinking the beer.
Cool. Right, we're going to take a quick ad break and hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
I wish to go to Universal.
Right, off you go. We'll meet at the edge of the Forbidden Forest.
Where can our vacation wizards take you? Just tap the port key at portkeyvacations.com and let the magic begin.
Welcome back, everyone. We are deep in the midst of our Islands of Adventure 25th anniversary quiz with my guests, Tracy, Michelle, and Maddie. And we are moving on to the next land, which is Jurassic Park. Jurassic World Velocicoaster has one of the worst names of any coaster in the world. Beaten only by the Troller Coaster. And it opened on the 10th of June 2021. But can you tell me for 2 points... You're all gonna be not very happy.
I'm about to hate you.
How high is the top hat, and at what angle do you descend?
I know the descent. I think.
I have made a decision. I'm going to give everyone 10 feet either way.
Hang on.
And 5 degrees either way.
Hang on.
It's generous.
Oh, Tracy, you're well out.
I'm well out.
Well out.
I'm up the opposite way then.
Hopefully you and Michelle have both guessed the same height. Is that everybody in?
Yeah, I've gone the opposite way with that. It should have been, I think.
See what you put. Okay, you were still wrong. Velocicoaster mainly took over unused land, but it did take over the space of a previous encounter. Can you tell me which dino you could have got up close and personal with here? Oh my God. Michelle, have you ever been to Universal?
Really? It's wrong? You cut out when you said you were talking about where Velocicoaster is, right?
I'm going to give Michelle a second chance.
Maybe you should.
Velocicoaster mainly took over unused land, but it did take over the space of a previous encounter. But can you tell me which dinosaur you could have got up close and personal with here?
Come on, Michelle.
Well, obviously that one's wrong, but...
And the final question for Jurassic Park. This is a big one.
Uh-oh.
So get ready to type very quickly, everyone.
Oh, God.
Okay.
When the park opened, the main attraction of this land was the Jurassic Park River Adventure.
Uh-huh.
Name as many of the dinosaurs that you encounter
I want 3 minutes for this
on
one.
this ride.
I'm really bad at spelling.
There are 9.
Well, I'm not even... Yeah.
I'll take just... It's funny seeing everyone's spelling.
I'm just going to name dinosaurs at this point.
Maddie, do you know how big a Brachiosaurus is?
No.
It's the biggest dinosaur.
Could be a baby one. Don't you listen to him, Maddie?
Isn't that not the first one?
No. Do you want another 30 seconds?
Yes,
or are we
please. That was just completely auto-corrected. That's a dinosaur. No Sherlock. I mean, maybe I'll leave it. I might get a buck for it.
You can't just put 9 dinosaurs.
Can I give them all names like Mary, Fred,
Tom. No.
I don't
There you go,
remember their
you can't
names.
Put now. I forgot the last one I was putting.
Right, time is up. I want you to be honest, and you can add your own up when you get them right, because I can't be bothered. Right. The Velocicoaster opened on the 10th of June 2021. The height of the top hat is 100 and 55 degrees.
You mean
Degrees? Feet.
Feet then. All right.
There's a big
It's been a
difference.
long weekend.
Wait, is it really?
Yes, it is. I've got the actual document that they put out with all the angles and all the on it. So yes,
What?
it's 150.
Does it have a red blinking light at the top of it and I've just never noticed it?
It doesn't have to be. It's over 200 feet, isn't it?
Dang it, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
It's 100. That's why. Yeah, I see why you've put. It's 200 feet. The red blinking light.
I couldn't remember if it was 100 or 200.
Yeah.
I was thinking of my castle fact, but
And the angle was 80 degrees.
Yeah.
oh.
So no one got. Well, you got. I'll give Tracy and Michelle a point for the height because you put 150. And Maddie, yeah, I understand why you got that wrong. The dinosaur that you will get up close and personal in the encounter
Yeah.
was not a velociraptor. It was a triceratops.
But wait, the Velociraptor encounter was there too. They moved it over to the other side when they built Velocicoaster. Okay,
To be
I
fair,
should get
the
2 points because I named both of them.
The raptor encounter is still there. It's just not in the same place.
The raptor place has moved a number of times, though.
Yes, but anyway, I'm
Anyway.
still not giving you a point for it because the answer's wrong. And the dinosaurs that you can find on the Jurassic Park River Adventure are Hadrosaur, Ultrasaurus. I don't even know how to pronounce this one because it's got a P at the front, so I'm assuming it's silent. So a Psittacosaurus. Psittacosaurus. Oh yeah. A Stegosaurus. A Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus. Compsognathus.
Compy.
Whatever. A Velociraptor. A Dilophosaurus. And the T-Rex.
Dang it.
Maddie, how many did you get? You got 5. Did you,
No, that was
Tracy?
just dinosaurs. So I got 7 total.
Hydrosaur, T-Rex, Velociraptor, Stegosaurus. Yay or nay to Triceratops? No.
No.
Okay. And I got 4. Does long neck dinosaur count?
No.
Dang it.
Because then you could just put spiky dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Bitey dinosaur.
Angry
Sweaty dinosaur.
Angry dinosaur.
Hungry dinosaur.
So 1,
Angry
2,
dinosaur.
3.
Dinosaur,
3.
T-Rex, Velociraptor,
baby
Stegosaurus.
dinosaur.
I got 4
4.
out of 9.
So 5 altogether. Michelle, what did you get?
I got 3 dinosaurs, so 5 altogether.
5 altogether.
Which ones are the sauropods? Oh, I think that's from the dinosaur ride at Animal Kingdom.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it is.
So Jurassic Park, everyone.
Love it. Dinosaurs. Who doesn't love
One of
dinosaurs?
my favourite places. Dinosaurs are greenery, and
See, for the longest time, I didn't care about Jurassic Park
No, you
at Islands of
didn't.
Adventure. And once they opened Velocicoaster and how much that adds to that land, I love that land now.
Yeah, that land's massive now. Like, I guess it was always massive. It just didn't seem like it because of all the greenery. But I mean, there's a lot to do there. There's the whole kid area with this Discovery Center and all the playground back there that most of us never go through, but it's huge.
Camp Jurassic.
Yeah, Camp Jurassic. The Pteranodon Flyers ride is up there. Again, not everybody gets to ride it, but it's there. Velocicoaster now, that whole like area down there is massive.
I love it down there.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love River Adventure.
yeah, I like how, because it's so green and you've got that canopy, it feels a lot cooler, and it feels, because there's the spraying the spray all the plants down. Yeah, it does bring the temperature down a little in there as well. And of course, you've got the water from the drop of the ride as well. So in certain parts of that, it's actually quite cool and not humid, but because there's moisture in the air, it's
Feels like a jungle.
yeah,
It does.
I love it in there.
I do too. I love. There's some really good food options in that area
yeah,
too.
there
Well,
are.
even Burger Digs we've eaten a Burger Digs twice the last couple of trips, and it's not bad at all for just a khaki theme park burger place. Thunder Falls Terrace is awesome. It's actually, when you look at what's in there now, there's so much in that land.
There is.
It really
There
is. And I just discovered, I don't remember the name of it, but one of the little walk-up like food areas where there's like alcoholic drinks. I'm sure Chris knows all about this, but the drink options that were there were absolutely incredible.
Yeah, you've had the Island
Expensive.
Noodler IPA.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like there's really good stuff there.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
definitely elevated, and it's weird that it's just took one attraction to make a lot of people feel, well, me specifically, to feel like that's a land I want to spend a lot of time in now. I love it.
Yeah.
That's unusual.
I love that ride. And it's
Yeah,
funny
I do.
because like I can hardly ever get my family to go on it with me because they're afraid of getting soaked. But literally I've never gotten soaked on it. So I
No, we have.
again I,
I
need to
remember
knock on
saying
wood,
that.
but
Yeah, we did that. Darren wasn't going to come on with us. And he's like, I'll hold your bags. And we're like, oh, we won't get soaked. It's fine. Yeah, famous last words. We got drenched.
A
Yeah.
little
funny.
bit.
Okay, moving on to the smallest land in Islands of Adventure and the newest, Skull Island.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Skull Island Reign of Kong is the second attraction to feature King Kong at Universal Orlando. You're going to hate me for this question. And it opened on July 13th, 2016. But how many years elapsed between the closure of Kongfrontation to the opening of Reign of Kong?
So when did you say
What?
that closed?
2016. July 13th, 2016.
So how long between both of them? So when did you say that opened?
I didn't say when Kong opened.
Damn it.
I said when Kong...
I tried.
I don't know when it closed. You're looking for when Confrontation closed and
I know.
Reign of
How
Kong
many years
opened.
between?
I hope this is right because I've researched this many times and I think it's
That
right.
seems like a very short space of time. Hang on. No.
Let's wait.
I just asked you when that closed.
I didn't tell you the answer for anyone. I'm not
You
giving...
you give me a year then. You've
No, because I
completely
didn't.
thrown me.
I'm not completely. I'm not going to give you when one closed and when the other one opened because then you can just work it out.
Why give me
so
a
wait,
year then?
2016 is
Because I
when
didn't
Kong
realise
opened,
what you
right?
asked.
yeah.
Okay.
Reign of Kong opened on July 13th, 2016. How many years between when Confrontation closed and that opened? And I'm not telling you when that closed.
Okay.
Jesus.
That's the math equation. We're in class
well,
right
I'm
now.
still putting my answer in, so
I'm guessing.
me too.
Just put a number down.
Back on Reign of Kong, what is the name of the team you are joining to search for the elusive Kong?
Dang it.
It's not the Global Discovery Group.
Backspace.
Taking some guesses here, guys.
It should have been. That'd have been pretty cool, actually.
What a tie-in that would be.
Exactly. Your time's up.
I can't remember.
The final question.
Hate you.
There are a total of 5 drivers of the expeditions
Nope.
into the jungle. But can you name them for a point each?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Nope, I can't.
Those playing along at home, please show my co-host up.
Yeah, no, please do.
I'll be honest, I don't know whether I would know any of these.
Then why did you put the question down?
Because he's a bleep.
There's not a lot of other things I could ask about Reign of Kong, to be fair.
You could have asked how many skulls were found in the attraction.
999
And where's the other one?
on Adam Rivest's desk.
See, we give you easy questions.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we interviewed the guy who worked on creative this, and there's 999. There should have been 1,000, and the 1,000th one's on his desk. That's what he told us anyway.
Ha 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 ha.
I love how someone guessed. I'd love if someone guessed and actually got one right. I mean, I'll give you first names, but... Right.
What, the not so? You wanted surnames?
Yeah, the whole names.
You did not specify, so...
Skull Island Reign of Kong opened in July 13th, on July 13th, 2016. Confrontation closed at Universal Studios Florida in 2002.
Oh.
Meaning
Oh
there
my
was
God,
14
I
years in
deleted
between.
14. I said it was too much in my head and I deleted it, put 12 instead.
Dang.
God. The name
That
of the
does
team...
sound like a long time.
It is. The team you are joining, because think about it,
It wasn't
Mummy
there, we
was
were there.
open in 2004,
Yeah.
so it had to be at least 12 years.
Because it was only a couple of months old when we
Yes.
Yeah.
wrote it.
The name of the expedition team that you are joining to search for the elusive Kong is 8th Wonder Expedition Company.
Of course it is.
Dang it.
And the 5 drivers of the expeditions are, you could have had Becky Callahan, Kalana, Will Denham, Jinx Costanza, or Charles Doc Jordan.
Oh,
Did anyone
Jinx is
even
the one
get
I get
close?
all the time.
I got them all right.
None of them. Right, Tracy, you got none, and none.
Yeah.
Why did you not? Oh, you put Tommy. You didn't even guess on the last one. So no one got any. Right, so Skull Island, Reign of Kong, everyone.
Small.
I like it.
I like it.
But I haven't ridden it since they've changed the glasses, and apparently it has a huge difference. Maddie, have you ridden it without the 3D?
I have. I think I like it.
Really?
Yeah, I think I do. I think the only ride that has 3D goggles that I actually really enjoy is Star Tours.
Okay.
And Toy Story Mania. That one makes sense. But yeah, I think I liked it. I don't think it really, I mean, for me personally, I don't think it detracted from the ride at all. I mean, everything is so impressive anyways. I enjoyed it all the same. It's still better than Fast and Furious, so.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
The Small World is better than Fast and Furious.
Hey, don't you diss that ride. I like that ride.
I mean, it is, to be fair, but yeah.
But it's a good ride. It's a good ride. Although recently, they haven't been taking you into the outdoor track. You just go straight in through
that.
like the weather condition door.
Now.
I don't know, but I've heard a lot that they haven't been doing it properly for quite a while. And I'm trying to think the last time we went through the outside portion. And it's such a shame because it's so cool.
It was a trip before last.
It is cool. The only thing I can think of, and I'm just thinking about like my ride specifically, that door that you go through, doors are really weird on rides and they will fault all the time. And usually when they fault, if it's bad enough, it can take down the whole ride.
Really?
So if they're having issues with that door mechanics, then if they have the availability to, they'll just disable it altogether and then run the ride a different way. That's what happened with our guns at Rise.
Okay.
The guns kept taking the ride down, and then they were just like, okay, well, we can disable it and still run the ride. So let's do that.
This is another one of those things, though, that people are going, having been to Epic Universe, never been to Islands. You can see those doors from outside of the attraction.
Yeah.
And people are going to see that and see that the track goes past it, and then you get on it and not go through it. It's going to be weird.
Did you say Epic?
It is weird. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is weird. Banana slushy is all I got to say.
Kong Dong.
Kong Dong.
We had the Kong Dong.
Oh, yes. I would double fist those bad boys.
Okay.
we didn't double fist them, but we have had them. They were decent.
They were good,
They
actually.
were good hot dogs. I think when we last did our top 5 attractions at Universal, this was my number 2.
It is fun.
Really?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
That animatronic.
Oh, so
unbelievable.
Incredible,
So good.
yeah.
Yeah. And the way that they brought it over from Hollywood, but added on to it, I thought was really, really incredible.
Yeah. It's so good. Unlike at Fast and Furious, it stands alone as its own attraction. Fast and Furious feels like they didn't know what to do with it.
That is true.
Yeah. Cool. All right, moving on. The penultimate land in Islands of Adventure is Toon Lagoon.
Okay.
The Toon Lagoon Amphitheatre has laid dormant for many years now, but has held 4 shows, not including Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure. Can you name any of those 4 shows for a point each? No, I'm not counting that. That's not a show.
You suck. That's the only one I saw on it.
I'll show you how random this is, that there was a show in here I didn't even know existed, and I heard about it on the Universal Family podcast last week, and I didn't even know it existed, and had to research and was like, oh, because it wasn't on my original notes. I mean, I'd watched Spider-Man Rocks, but no, it wasn't. I'm not even saying that one.
That was in my head because of our recording with Kenneth.
It's funny how Maddie and Tracy have put virtually the same thing, but Tracy did it with a little more adult language. There's your 60 seconds. Time is up.
It's difficult to think when people are talking.
If anyone had got them, I would have given you 10 points each for getting them all perfect answers. But, you're going to hate me for this one as well. One of the 2 main attractions in this land. I really struggled for questions in here that weren't super easy.
Yeah.
One of the two main attractions in this land is Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls, in which the titular hero is chasing Snidely Whiplash to get back the love of his life, Nell Fenwick. Or Fenwick, depending on how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
But can you tell me the name of the prison that has Snidely held in at the end of the ride? I put this one in there because the name's funny.
Did you know this?
No.
Do you know what? Start asking questions that you can answer. Because...
Need a new
I
cable.
can't even remember what the area's bloody called now. My brain's not working.
I hope someone gets this right. Your time is
Oh
up.
my god. Dang it. Hold on. Mine's spell checked. Let me type. Facebook has become the worst.
Well done, Maddie.
Thank you.
Wow. The other main attraction that could be found in here is Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat barges. But can you name me the area of Toon Lagoon that houses this attraction?
Oh.
I didn't know they had area names.
I didn't either.
Neither did Lee, to be quite honest.
I did because it's on the soundtrack.
Oh.
He assumed it's named after where Popeye lives.
Oh.
And I know where he lives.
This cable's knackered. Okay. Going back through. The four shows that were held in the Toon Lagoon Amphitheatre were Pandemonium Cartoon Circus.
Yes.
I will give you that. The Extreme X Venture, which I'd never heard of. Matt Hoffman's Crazy Freaking Stunt Show. And Matt Hoffman's Agro Circus. The prison at the end of Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls is a Lottapoo Island prison.
Wow.
And the area of Toon Lagoon that houses Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat barges is Sweet Haven Village.
Yes.
So,
Did you really get those, Maddie?
I did.
What the hell?
Three.
Once again, when you go to Islands of Adventure as a middle schooler, you spend a lot of time in the water area because everyone loves the water rides when they're in middle school. But then once you get older, they're like, oh, well, that's not fun. I don't want to be wet the whole time. So I did these rides a lot as a kid, but not anymore.
I got 0 again.
You didn't get any on there.
No.
Oh my god.
What did I get?
2. Toon Lagoon. Toon Lagoon is, oh my god, it's desperate to have something done in there because no one knows any of those characters anymore.
Yeah, it needs updating.
Even when it opened, not many people
Yeah.
knew who those characters were.
I love the idea.
Yeah.
I love the concept of it and the colour and the comic book bits and pieces. But yeah, it needs to be a bit more modern.
They need Kenneth SpongeBob Land. He
Yeah.
pitched that to us, didn't he, when he was on a couple of months back? Yeah, perfect.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I like the whole, like, again, I like the concept and I like the rides that are there and everything. I just think it needs to be re-themed to
It
some
really
other
does.
property.
And if they were prepared to
Agreed.
spend the money, there's so much stuff that would fit in there now.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rick and Morty. I want Rick and Morty in there. Just anywhere. I want Rick and Morty
I
anywhere.
don't think that'd be very child friendly.
Who cares?
Meh.
Maddie, as
They have
a
practices.
child visiting
Yeah.
Toon Lagoon, did you know who any of these characters were?
There's the basic ones, like you know who Betty Boop is,
Yeah.
you know who Dudley Do-Right is, you know
Popeye.
who like
Popeye.
Yeah.
But a lot of the smaller cartoons I never recognized as a kid, but now they're like ingrained in my memory because, you know,
Yes.
I've seen them my entire life. But yeah, not most of them. Only a couple.
I love the
Yeah.
land, like the water effects going through. It's got such kinetic energy. And again, another one, not that you get to do it very often at night, but at night it's super cool.
Yeah.
But it's a land we spend very little time in now.
SpongeBob
Yeah.
would make so much sense though.
It really
Yep. You
You
would.
could still keep it a water section.
Yep.
And like
Exactly.
SpongeBob is universal. But like honestly though, like older generations know SpongeBob, younger
Yeah.
generations still know and enjoy SpongeBob. It's a very universal experience.
Mhm.
So that
Yep.
would be smart. Wink wink.
And it's
nudge,
got
nudge.
like a gazillion seasons, so there's so much material for them to pull
Exactly.
So
from.
much.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could have a
Yeah.
Krusty Krab.
Exactly. Yep.
Yes.
I want a Mrs. Puff's driving school.
All sorts. There's all sorts you could put in there. It'd be so awesome.
Oh, a Mrs. Puck's driving school. Okay, I want to say it's at Tokyo Disneyland. There's or actually it may have been at Disneyland, but there's the ride where you're in those little boats and you're scooting over like very thin water. You know the one I'm talking about?
No.
Oh,
No.
It sounds fun
okay.
though.
Yeah. If you Google Tokyo Disneyland and like the water ride there, you're in these little inflatables and you're running over like very thin water, but that could be your Mrs. Puck driving school ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the final land, and that is Michelle's least favorite, and that is Marvel Superhero Island.
Why is it my least favorite?
Because you said you didn't like it when we talked about this before.
I didn't say it was my least favorite, though.
Which is your least favorite?
Toon Lagoon, probably, because I never do anything in there.
Fair enough. What is the name of the comic book artist whose initials you will find inside the larger-than-life representations of the Marvel characters inside Marvel Superhero Island? I mean, I'm looking for names, not initials, to be fair, Maddie.
Oh.
But that's still wrong.
Oh. Dang it.
When Islands of Adventure opened back in 1999, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man was hailed as a groundbreaking attraction and is still held in very high regard to this day as one of the best attractions in the world. But can you name the members of the Sinister Syndicate that can be found in this attraction?
Wait, what?
The bad
I
guys.
don't understand. All
in
of
the
them?
ride. Yeah, all of them. There's 5.
Oh.
Autocorrect off on 1. Wow.
Oh, why is my brain blanking?
Interesting answers.
Damn it.
Oh my god, I put them in. I'm trying to remember this one. I can't remember the bloody called.
Interesting how you've all put something in and it's not there.
No, not Sandman.
Spoilers. 5 seconds, everyone.
Hang on.
Why did I not think of any of their names? Oh my god,
No, I don't think Craven's in there, Maddie.
I'm going to bed.
Craven's not in there.
Is that not the one with the teeth?
Craven?
What is their name? Is that not?
No.
Dang it.
The final question for 2 points. The icon of Marvel Superhero Island is the Incredible Hulk coaster, which can be seen from many parts of the resort. It underwent a complete retrack back in 2015, as well as a story change. But can you tell me the manufacturer of the coaster and the musician responsible for the new onboard audio that was added during that refurb?
Oh, this is so funny.
I wish Chris was here. Not instead of you, Maddie, as well as.
It's okay.
What were the 2 parts of the question?
What's the ride manufacturer and who was the musician that composed the music for the onboard audio?
Okay.
No, Maddie, I'm sorry, it's not. Wrong band.
Dang it.
Uh,
I don't know.
Same vibe though, right?
Kinda. Is that the only coaster manufacturer you know, Michelle?
Off the top of my head, yes, right now.
I don't know.
10 seconds.
can't find something in my off.
That's how I feel. This is not a fun episode, guys.
I'm just wiggling along to the countdown.
So, the name of the comic book artist, whose initials you will find in the characters represented among Islands of Adventure, is Adam Kubert. Point for Tracy. The members of the Sinister Syndicate. Interesting that you all put Green Goblin. Green Goblin is not in there.
What?
No.
Dr. Octopus, Hydro Man, Scream, Hobgoblin, and Electro. Scream's
Scream's
the
one
one
I
you were
couldn't
thinking
think
about,
of.
Maddie.
Yeah, I could not remember Scream's name.
Yeah.
I put Venom instead, but I knew it wasn't.
The Incredible Hulk coaster was manufactured by B&M, that is Bollinger and Mabillard, and the musician was Patrick Stump of Fall Out Boy.
It was the same vibe.
So, Tracy, you got 1, 2,
Wait.
3, 4, 5, 6. What, Maddie?
What's the difference between Hobgoblin and Green Goblin?
One's
I'm not...
green and one's pumpkin. The pumpkin guy's Hobgoblin, Green Goblin is not in there.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay.
Because it's weird. It's the
How much did you say I got?
6, didn't I say?
No, you said 5, but yeah, I got 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Michelle got
None.
none. Maddie got.
I said
I'll give you half a
Adam.
point. I'll give you half a
Yes.
point. 1.
Okay, perfect.
I'll give you a point for that as well. 2.5. 2.5. I'll give you 2.5.
Okay. That's generous.
Marvel Superhero Island, guys.
It's great.
It's all right.
I like it, but it's very dated now.
I think it's
Yeah, I like Spider-Man.
yes. I think the
And the
problem
Hulk.
with Marvel Superhero Island now is because Disney have had the whole MCU. That's what a lot of people will go to Islands of Adventure expecting to see, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I remember going in there for the first time in 2004 and being blown away by Marvel Superhero Island. And I wasn't a Marvel fan at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still another one of those lands at night. Once that sun goes down and it's so kinetic with all the lighting everywhere, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The music's awesome. It is a really cool land. But again, a land we don't spend a lot of time in anymore.
Yeah, it's a
It's
very
not.
energetic land. If you got a headache, it's not the place to relax.
No.
But I do, like I said before, I do really love Spider-Man. I do love the Hulk rides. Not a big fan of Dr. Doom's. Yeah, not a big fan of that one.
I like that. It's
Nope.
just, it's too long away. Anything longer than 20 minutes, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of great food options.
No. Not at
You
all.
don't like Captain America's Diner?
Do you know, we've never eaten in there, to
We
be
have
fair.
once.
No, we haven't. We
We've
stuck
had-
our head in it and looked in. We've never eaten in
I
there.
thought we
We've
got
eaten in
burger in
No,
there.
that was
Burgers.
Cafe. You've eaten in Cafe 4. We've
Yeah, I've had
never
pizza,
been.
but-
We've never been in Captain America
Okay.
Diner.
Huh. I like Captain America's Diner. It's, if you want just like basic fare, it's pretty good. And it's nice and air conditioned, and the theming in there is pretty good too. Especially if you sit in like the back part where you're overlooking the water. It's just a wall of windows with all of the superhero comics like on the wall. It's really cool. I like it.
Okay, I'll have to try that out next time. But
And they have pie.
oh, well, in that case.
I know. They have apple pie.
Ooh.
It's delicious.
Okay.
But Doctor Doom, I like the Doctor Doom's Fearfall ride. Lindsay does not, so we don't do it, unfortunately.
Maddie, I'll go on with you next time we're there.
Yes, perfect. But that queue is dark and it's air conditioned and it is nice. A lot better than the Hulk queue.
Yes.
That Hulk queue can get so freaking humid.
Yep.
Blech, it's pretty rough. But the ride is great. I'm happy that they refurbished the Hulk ride. It's a lot easier to ride now. I don't have to go to the chiropractor after I get off of it. And Spider-Man, yes, is the best attraction to ever exist.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still can't ride in the back like 3 rows of the Hulk without getting a headache.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, I rode it on our last trip, got halfway around and realised I hadn't taken any Dramamine and was like, oh dear, and I was fine getting off it. So it obviously is smoother than it
Have I
used to be.
Ridden since the
Yeah.
retrack. I think I've
Yes,
ridden
we did it with the
once.
kids in 2022 when we were over, yeah. Yeah, it's all right.
But we've all forgotten about the best attraction in that land.
If you mention-
Stormforce Acceleratron.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm going to put my hand up and say that is the only attraction at Universal Orlando, Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida that I have never been on.
Are you
We'll
serious?
rectify that
It
next
is
time.
the only thing I have not ridden.
You won't ride
Whoa.
with me.
Because spinny rides make me go hurly.
Lee, just ride on it and ask for a car by yourself so that nobody spins you.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I do
you
want to
can
do
that.
it because it seems weird that I haven't ridden everything. Because I have to make up for the fact I've got a horse on here that won't ride other things.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but
I'm not getting at you. You have ridden Doctor Doom. I'm talking about a certain other someone that won't ride Rocket.
Yep, that's me. I own it.
Yeah, I can't do that one anymore.
I love it.
It
I have
hurts.
no problems. No problems admitting that. But yeah, Marvel Superhero Island. I wish it could have a revamp, but we all know that's not possible.
Yeah.
So it's either leave it as it is or like
tear it
not
down completely.
Not have Spider-Man or Hulk anymore. So
it get extra points for me because it's the only land at any theme park that I've ever heard Disturbed playing there. So I was pretty pleased when I heard a bit of Down with the Sickness going on in Marvel Superhero Island. It's like, what the hell?
Get down,
get
down with
Exactly. I was like, what the hell's going on right now? Was it awesome? Cool.
I mean,
thanks for humouring me, you guys. I need to find out what Kelly got when she tested this out for me and compare it to what you guys got. But
I'll be having words with her.
Coming in at last place with 11 points is Michelle.
Thank you.
Coming in second place with 20.5 points is Maddie.
Happy point.
Job.
And the winner with 28 points. However, I need to find out how many there was total.
700.
Woo! No, there wasn't that many.
Dang, 20.
First time I've ever won.
Nice.
Good job.
Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed playing at home. I don't think it was that difficult, but you know.
Whatever.
I'll tell you what. I'll set the next one. Let's see how difficult you think that is.
I keep asking you guys to set quizzes because I never get to be part of these things because I'm always the one that sets them.
That was just as hard as the big fat Universal Quiz of the Year.
I didn't set that though, to be fair, and I won, so I'm not bothered.
I'll come up with a quiz.
That would be awesome.
Send me the answers.
Do it, Maddie.
Cool. Right. That is going to wrap up our look at the 25 years of Islands of Adventure. We are looking forward to 25 more to see what comes because I think it won't be the same park in 10 years' time that it is now.
No, I agree. I don't think it'll be the same park in 5 years' time.
It'll be very interesting to see where we go because I think there's 3 lands in there potentially on the chopping block at some point.
Absolutely agree.
For definite. So it will be interesting because to be fair, I think we said this before, the park as a whole hasn't really changed that much.
That one hasn't, no.
Like a lot of, like you look at studios and how much that's changed, even from 15 years ago. Islands, nothing's really gone away. They've only added. It's like Marvel's all the same attractions, Toon Lagoon's the same. They've added Kong. Jurassic Park's just got the addition of Velocicoaster. They've added Forbidden Journey into Merlinwood, so it's obviously 2 coasters, but obviously Poseidon's gone, and Zeus Landing's pretty much the same as it was, other than Zeus Trolley Train Ride. Yeah. So they've added rather than taken away to add, like Studios has. So it will be interesting to see what that park looks like in 10 years' time.
Yeah,
I agree.
Maddie, thank you for stepping in for Christopher.
Yeah, of course. Happy to be here.
Please plug your podcast.
I am one of 3 co-hosts of Rush of Fear podcast. Yay! You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts. We actually just released an episode this morning talking about the 6 original HHN houses that were dropped this week. So go check that out along with all of our others. You got 3 this month. So listen up. Yeah. History, and then 2 episodes about the originals. We're also doing a listener submission segment right now. So if you if you want to send an audio recording to rushoffear21@gmail.com, we'd love to hear your favorite house, your favorite scare zone, and then your favorite memory overall. And that'll be played in the outro of each episode.
I'm going to record mine after we finish recording tonight.
Yay! Perfect. We got our first one, and it is in today's episode.
Cool.
So thank you, listener Nicole, for submitting that. It was a pleasure hearing from you.
Love having listeners involved in the show. It's so cool.
I know this is our first one,
it's awesome.
So we're super excited. And just check us out on the social medias, Rush of Fear Pod. Oh, we also have a merch store. So go to TeePublic and search for Rush of Fear Podcast. We'll add more stuff soon, including a great quote from Michelle on today's episode.
Yes, I need to talk to you about that because that's something we need, a merch store, I think.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, that's going to wrap up this week's episode. Of course, don't forget, we need you to send in your Which Sticker Get Your Licks recordings, speaking of listener submissions, as well as your facts about how bad Fast and Furious Supercharged is. You can send them all to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. But for now, happy birthday, Islands of Adventure, and we will see you next week.
Are you insane? Get out of here! The curse, it's real! The podcast is over! So, the Magi want you to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. For all the podcast news and articles, check out our blog at uuopodcast.com. Contact us by emailing us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. And if you want to join the Producers Club, email us at uuopproducers@gmail.com. Silence! With your subscriptions, we shall rule for all eternity. Listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Not even the Magi can save you now. There is no escape. Your end shall be my beginning. Prepare yourself for your next trip by emailing Michelle at portkeyvacations.com. She can take care of all aspects of your next Universal Orlando vacation. We hope you enjoyed your podcast. Please remain seated and keep your arms and legs inside the Prepare to Forfeit Your Souls. Check out the other podcasts on the UUOP network. Rush of Fear, Halloween Horror Nights podcast, the theme park duo for all your West Coast news and info, and the Taste of Universal, Universal Orlando food podcast. So hey, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. I would have enjoyed this podcast a lot more if I had gotten my cup of coffee.